Hi guys, I am in my first new country in over 2 years. Country number 10, Sweden. I decided to come to Stockholm because I saw that Lollapalooza Stockholm was gonna be here and there were a few artists I really liked. So yeah, I thought I'd just come and go to Lollapalooza, but since I work remote, I thought I'd spend the week before exploring. During the day, I'll be exploring the city, and at night I'll be working because of East Coast times. It's currently Sunday. I just arrived in this hostel a little bit ago. I'll take you guys along with me as I start exploring the city a bit more. By the way, if you want to know where I'm staying, I'm gonna be staying in 3 different hostels while I'm here. I'll explain it all in my Instagram story. So if you want to know where I stayed, how I liked it, price and everything, check out my Instagram. Plan for tonight is to go to the Södermalm area because everything's open later and I got in pretty late and I still wanted to get some things like my SIM card, my food. Södermalm is like kind of like the hipster, creative, like trendy area of Stockholm, and also it's 8 p.m. and it's still so light out. It is 9 p.m. and it is still light out. Like, do you see that? What? I just spent the last hour in the photography museum. There were a few different exhibits. My favorite one is definitely the Terry O'Neill one. Did not know who he was, but he photographed like a lot of famous people and I really like his photos. Pro tip, book the ticket online, it's cheaper, and go later because it gets cheaper as it gets later in the day. I'm not sure about earlier, but later it's definitely cheaper. That's why I came at 8 p.m. Overall, I had a good start to the day. The museum was good, and then I feel like I could have chosen a better place to eat. Like, I was gonna go to this one place, but then I decided against it. I went to this other place because it seemed more popular, but it was just okay. Oh my gosh, the whole reason I came here. So anyway, it's 11, it's not even dark. Like, look at this. It's like, it feels like 8. I'm going back to my hostel now. I'm gonna sleep because I gotta wake up tomorrow to run and then sightsee around the old town. So I'll talk to you guys then. Good morning, everyone. It is my second day in Stockholm. So I got up super early, like at 6 a.m. I feel so bad for my roommates for like the night because I went on a run. The run was really nice, and then I walked over to Gamla Stan, which is the old town kind of district of Stockholm. I have a free walking tour at 10 a.m. but I thought I'd take some time before to make sure I'm seeing everything I want to see. I also got a coffee at some point while I was walking to where I am now. I walked down like the main touristy street, this is the name of it, and then up the narrowest alley in the old town. Now I'm walking up the street, Gatan, to find an ATM and go to another street that's like picturesque here. It's really quiet right now because it's still like pretty early in the morning. Oh my gosh, the sun behind me. But I feel like it's gonna get busier later in the day. This old town is so pretty. I don't know why, though there's a lot of like buildings in Stockholm that are like orange or yellow or red. I don't know why. I don't know if that's why, like if that was on purpose or if that's like what was available, but I want to figure that out. Now I'm walking along this street called Gatan because it's supposed to just be nice and picturesque. So I backtracked down that street, that picturesque one, to come to the main square here in Gamla Stan, Stortorget. There's the Nobel Prize Museum here, lots of places to eat, a little fountain thing in the middle. I'm not sure if you can drink water from it, but it's there. It's really cute, really colorful. Now we're gonna head on to the church here. I don't know how to say it. Hold on. I think it's pronounced Storkyrkan. It costs 75 kroner to enter, which is like $7.50. There's a free audio guide, or there's an audio guide included. So there seems to be like construction going on. There's a lot of scaffolding, and normally I think you can enter this garden that's like behind me, but again, there's lots of like things blocking off the garden area. Yeah, let's go see the inside and hopefully that's better. So they're actually restoring the cathedral so that it looks like it did back in the 1700s. So now the entrance is here in the back. The audio guide is accessed like on the phone. There's a QR code that you scan to get it. The people here are very helpful when like setting that up. So yeah, you can listen to audio guide, look around. The cathedral was really nice. It was really pretty inside, and the audio guide was super informative. It told all like about the history of the church, like what everything inside of it means, and just like different things that happen there. I'm walking to the meeting point for the walking tour. I should have been there now, but it's okay. It starts in 10 minutes. So hopefully I get there in time, or I find them.
The Royal Swedish Army and proudly carries the tradition the Stockholm Star Palace.
That walking tour ended up being so amazing. It was my first ever walking tour. They're free, but it's recommended to tip at the end. He was so informative, like so funny. He explained so many things I was wondering about the city, like why the buildings are the colors that they are and why there's lions everywhere. Like he knew so much about history and just like everything about this country. The guy's name is Zenit, by the way, and he's with Free Tour Stockholm. Then after the tour, my new friend and I went to go watch the Changing of the Guard. I watched most of it, not all of it, because I don't know, it was hot. It was really crowded, so definitely arrive early if you're going, and bring water, bring something to fan yourself with or shade because it's hot right now at least. And then after that, I went to this place for lunch, Grillska Huset, on the main square, because they have like these lunch specials. So I got all this food for 125 kroner. So I'm gonna spend the next hour just shopping for souvenirs and relaxing. Day 3 here in Stockholm. I woke up this morning, went on a really nice run, and I just had breakfast in this park next to my hostel. So if you didn't know, Sweden is actually the country with the most amount of islands, which I did not know either. The number's something like, it's over 200,000. So I thought I'd do a boat tour around like the Stockholm Archipelago. For now, I'm walking along the waterfront. This is kind of like the route I'm taking. Basically, I'm walking along the waterfront to the departure point for the tour. This has happened to me twice since I've been here. A random person has like come up to me speaking in Swedish, asking for directions. This dude was like, "Oh, I thought you lived here," and I was like, "No." And then he asked me if I want to get breakfast, and I said no. Interesting stuff. Ended up being really nice. I paid, I think, 360 krona or 35-ish US dollars for that tour. And it was nice. We just cruised around like the archipelago, kind of saw the islands. They gave us a little pamphlet with information about the different islands and what we were seeing. There was also like a guide, like kind of announcing what we were seeing. Unfortunately, because of work, I didn't have time to go explore Vaxholm, so I'll have to return to do that, but it looked like a really cute town. I arrived back in Stockholm like at 1:15, and now I'm in this little park kind of close to where I got off the boat. I went to a Pressbyrån by Brion, I don't know. It's like a very popular convenience store here in Stockholm. There's like one on literally every corner. I got a coffee and a Swedish cinnamon roll for like $4, which is super cheap and nice. And now I am fika-ing. Fika is a Swedish tradition where in the middle of the day you kind of take a break to relax, drink some coffee, have a little snack, and socialize with others. But I was like, wait, I'm not socializing with others. But you can fika alone. It's just basically a little mental and physical break in the middle of the day. So I'm doing that now before I head back. That is it for today in Stockholm, so I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It is now Wednesday. Today is the first like cloudy, rainy day here in Stockholm. I thought it was gonna be raining all day, but it's more just cloudy. I think I got pretty lucky with how I planned this trip out. First, I rented a bike from my hostel, which was $15 for the day. I biked here. The bikers here are ruthless. They're so fast. Yeah, now I'm gonna spend my day on this island, Djurgården, I don't know how to say it. It's just a nice calm island with so many museums and things to do. My first stop is gonna be the Vasa Museum, and I'll tell you a bit about that as we explore. The Vasa Museum ended up being really cool. I didn't know anything about like the Vasa ship until I got here, so no worries if you didn't. But basically the museum tells the story of it. Like, basically this ship was set to sail 100 meters or 1,000 meters into the sail. It capsized. It just like tells the story of that, why they think it happened, kind of like the history of what things were like back then. There was this really cool part where they found like the remains of people that died on the ship. Only 30 people died out of like 150. Not only, but 30 is a lot. Anyway, they kind of like guess at what these people's lives were like, kind of just giving you like historical context. And they also tell the story of how it was salvaged and what they're doing now to preserve it, because they're always working on preservation. Like I saw people like on the ship working. I'm on my way to Skansen, which is an open air museum. I keep getting lost. There's like so many different paths around this island. I don't know if I said this too, but I really like this bike because you don't need like a chain or anything. It just like locks with this key, so this tire can't move unless the key's like in the lock. I just got to Skansen, by the way. One thing to note is that there's like a city pass here in Stockholm that gives you access to a lot of different like attractions and stuff. I didn't get it because it didn't make sense for what I was doing. Like it would have been more expensive to get that, but definitely do the math for that and figure out if that's a good option for you if you're visiting. This is why I'm breathing so heavily. So I've been here for like an hour. I entered here. I walked up that steep pathway, went through here, walked through this like town. I walked this way, saw these things. Then right now I'm here. I'm like right here, basically. And now I just like planned out the rest of my route. I don't even know. I'm planning, I don't know if there's food trucks here, but I'm hoping there is, whatever. Or just I'm gonna get food here before I leave and then go back. But yeah, I'm planning on staying here for like another 2 hours or so. So from what I'm gathering, this is an open air museum of like different buildings and just like different kinds of things from all over Sweden, from different points in history. Like I visited a school, there's a manor, there's like a town center, there's a square, there's farms. There's a lot. So yeah, it's just supposed to represent Sweden all in one little park museum thing. Lots of chickens around here. And when I got here, it wasn't too crowded, but I feel like it's starting to get a little more crowded. Like I was in the school, it was just me. And then everyone just came in and I was like, whoa. Also, the actors are really cool. They have a lot of information about life here during this time in these different places. Ask them questions if you have any. They know what's up. And they just like walk around and like, there's a girl in like a kitchen and she was just cooking. They can interact with the boars. They do not like the summer. He is not letting me in. I think he's gonna attack me. I only plan on staying at Skansen like 2.5 hours max, but 3.5 hours later, I'm finally leaving. I've been to another open air museum once before in Tokyo. And this was just way better, way more interactive, way bigger. Even though I spent like 3.5 hours there, you can definitely spend way more, way less time. Definitely a good place to bring kids. The kids loved it. There were so many families. 2 for 2 on really nice museums for the day. Now I'm just gonna bike the perimeter of this island and then head back to my hostel. I really suck at biking in general, but I also suck at filming while biking, so I'm sorry if these are not the best, but it's kind of crazy how quiet it is on this other side of the island compared to like where all the museums are. I just got back to my hostel. I had to rush a little bit back there because I had to make it back for work. That bike ride was good. I think I biked for an hour straight. My legs are dead. I'm obviously so sweaty and I'm about to start my work day. I will see you tomorrow for the last day of sightseeing in Stockholm. Good morning, everyone. Today I am going on a day trip to Drottningholm Palace. It was pretty easy to get here. It took like 45 minutes. I had to take the metro from Central Station to Brommaplan, and then from there I just took a bus. It was like 3 stops. Drottningholm Palace used to be the summer house for the royal family, but they moved in full-time in 1981. So now they live in the west wing of the building, that you can visit the other parts. So I just did the guided tour of the palace. We went through every room. I don't think the guided tour is that worth it. It was only $3 extra, but I think there's enough like signs and everything in the room that you can just read and explore on your own. The palace is also really pretty. Nothing like that blew me away, but still very, very pretty. I'm gonna go walk around the gardens. If you want to do a day trip while you're in Stockholm, I would definitely recommend Drottningholm Palace. It's not overwhelming with visitors, and these gardens are very relaxing. Look at me, like, there's no one like even close to me. It's just relaxing. It's a nice place to visit. I can see why it was the family's, like the royal family's summer home. It is so hot though. I was expecting it to rain the whole, like these past 2 days, but both times it just didn't rain. So hopefully I get lucky with the festival this weekend because it's supposed to rain. But to end off my day here in Drottningholm, I had lunch at this restaurant right by the palace. I had toast Skansen, which is a popular dish appetizer here in Sweden, where they just put prawn or shrimp on toast. Like, I guess it's like a cream kind of spread. I'm gonna take the transportation back to Stockholm. So I just want to film an outro now that I'm back in my hostel, back from that day trip to Drottningholm. I ended up liking Stockholm more than I thought I would. I'm so glad I came to sightsee instead of just coming for this weekend for the festival. But yeah, it's a really nice city. Much warmer and hotter than I expected. It was supposed to rain, it never rained. I don't think it's overwhelming like other European cities in the summer. I haven't been to like other like European countries or cities during peak season, but yeah, like it was never too crowded anywhere I went. And I say I like the city more than I expected because it's not like one that I hear a lot of people visiting or like talking highly about. And when I thought about coming to Stockholm for Lollapalooza, I was like, is there gonna be like anything good to do in the city? I don't even know. And then I started looking into like things to do and it just seemed fun. And then I was actually here doing those things and I had a lot of fun. What you can expect from the rest of this trip is a video about my time at Lollapalooza this weekend here in Stockholm. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope this inspires you to go to Stockholm. It's really a great city. I liked it a lot. And yeah, I'll catch you next time. Bye.